It's after 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Today is Columbus Day, and I wanted to talk about that a little bit. Everything we've ever learned about Columbus indicated that he was the person we point to in discovering the New World, which is the world that we live in right here, the Americas, and everything we've always been told. In 1492, he set sail in the three ships, the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria, in search of India, a shorter route to India so that they could trade spices. And of course, he didn't land in India, he landed over here. And whether it was to prove the earth was round or not, I never really was quite clear on that. But the one thing that is clear, whether it was intentional, and I doubt that it was intentional, but it doesn't mean he wasn't exactly the best guy in the world. But he apparently, things were different back then, So when somebody from Europe decides to come to this continent, what do they bring with them? In addition to, their culture and everything, they bring smallpox. They bring plants, invasive species of plants, invasive species of animals. Some of the other things that were brought from the old world to the new world, some good, some not so good. The old world, for example, got chocolate. And the New World got wheat, but then there was also the bubonic plague, chickenpox, cholera, malaria, measles, typhoid, which decimated the populations of the indigenous peoples, the Native American Indians here in this country. So while we can argue or debate about whether or not we should celebrate Columbus anymore, it is interesting that some people are saying, well, let's just disregard him. Let's just disregard that whole movement of civilization from Europe to this continent, and instead celebrate the people who were the victims of all of that, and that was the indigenous people. Gosh, I wouldn't say no to that at all. But you and I wouldn't be here. Well, we might be here. Who knows? Who knows what would have happened? Who
knows where we'd be? Yeah.
Who knows? And have we learned from this? I mean, what did we learn from all of this? So let's see. There were a couple of articles this morning that got our attention. One was out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, and in an article that was published by the Associated Press, or distributed by them anyway, it said that more cities are recognizing Native Americans today on Columbus Day as they revive a movement to change the name of the holiday to celebrate the history and contributions of indigenous cultures around this country and remove the name Columbus from the day. I wonder how far this will go. As the U.S. observes Columbus Day today, it will also be Indigenous Peoples Day in at least 9 cities for the first time this year, including Albuquerque, New Mexico, Portland, Oregon, St. Paul, Minnesota, and Olympia, Washington. Encouraged by city council votes in Minneapolis and Seattle last year, Native American activists made a push in dozens of cities to get local leaders to officially recognize the second Monday of October as Indigenous Peoples Day. The second Monday of October is also officially Columbus Day. Things are closed because it's Columbus Day.
Yeah, some things.
It is interesting. I mean, do we want to just say, let's not pay attention to that part of history anymore?
Yeah, no.
I mean, do you want to do that?
No, you can't.
I mean, that is a part of history. The reason, I mean,
good or bad,
the genocide committed upon the indigenous peoples is absolutely horrendous.
Yeah.
But what do you do from this point forward? I mean, did Columbus? Do you blame Columbus for the genocide? I mean, Columbus had his own share of things that he did, apparently.
Right.
And of course, the biggest mistake we have made as human beings, the biggest mistake we have made as human beings, is to believe that our group is the ones with the right answers. Our group is the way everybody should be. Right?
Exactly.
We have made that mistake over and over again. We have only recently started to embrace the idea that your culture is beautiful and wonderful, and I love visiting your culture, but I've got mine too. That's
right. Don't overrun us.
And I can stay in my house and have my incense going and my food going and my music going and my religion, that I practice. And right next door, 25 feet away, you could have your own scents going on, your own food being cooked, your own music being played.
Right.
And it doesn't mean that we can't be together and stand across the fence from each other and say, hey, your lawn is looking pretty good. Yeah, yours too. You know, how's Buddha? Good. How's Jesus? He's doing good.
Yeah, right.
You know,
exactly.
how is that Hassenpfeffer going? Oh, gosh, I can't believe you eat rabbit. I'm a vegetarian. Ah, great.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that really what ultimately we're trying to become? Is people who accept each other for race or age or body shape or anything.
But don't force it.
But we also, at the same time, we don't want to not acknowledge the fact that the indigenous peoples really were the victims of the whole movement to move civilization, as it was called, from the old world to the new world.
Because they were here first.
They were here first. Right in Silver Springs, there's a perfect reminder of this. There's a statue of Chief Osceola. And the inscription under the statue tells it all. You kind of imagine Osceola himself standing on the banks of the Silver River, looking at that beautiful river, knowing that the battle was lost, the war was lost, and he and his people all had to make tracks, had to walk or take a buggy or take a ship or something to get out to Oklahoma.
Yeah, they had to leave. They were forced to leave.
Ships were used, by the way. They went across the Gulf, and I guess they landed up in New Orleans somewhere before they continued on foot. But they all had to move out to Oklahoma, which was absolutely absurd. This was their home. So right here, with this beautiful place that we call home, with that beautiful river called the Silver River, was where Chief Osceola once stood.
Yeah.
And loved and didn't want to move anywhere, but he was forced to because new people moved into town and they wanted the savages to leave. The savages.
Right now too.
It's happening in the Middle East, yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, so I just thought we would talk about that a little bit. We kind of touched on it this morning. Let's see. Congress set aside the second Monday of October as a federal holiday honoring Columbus in 1934. That's not exactly accurate. They set aside October 12th as a date to honor Columbus, and then later on it was changed to the second Monday.
Right.
South Dakota, the whole state of South Dakota, renamed Columbus Day a Native American Day. And they've been calling this day Native American Day since 1990. In Berkeley, California, that city has observed Indigenous Peoples Day since 1992. And of course, there are still lots of parades going on around the country honoring Columbus. And so there you go. Let me take
live in harmony.
Phone call. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning, Larry. This is Bob. This summer, took my children up to Charleston, South Carolina, and when you're talking about Osceola, we went to Fort Moultrie, and at Fort Moultrie is where Osceola was imprisoned. So the Seminole tribe was moved, but Osceola was imprisoned in Fort Moultrie in Charleston, South Carolina, where he died.
Oh, so he himself didn't actually go to Oklahoma.
Right.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Because my grandson was very interested. He says, "Look at this." He said, "This is up here where Francis Marion was. Our county was named after Francis Marion, Marion County, and Osceola, which is the chief of the Seminoles, was in Ocala, and he's buried in
that's right.
Moultrie in South Carolina."
Yeah, I knew that, but I forgot it as I was just telling the story. But the people, yeah, you're right. His people had to move out to Oklahoma.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Thank you, Bob.
Okay, bye.
Appreciate that. But it is just one of those pieces of our history, I guess we have to remember.
Yes, we do. We can't ever forget.
And it is ironic, isn't it, that somebody who was considered the enemy has his portrait hung up in the schools and in the buildings.
Exactly.
Up in the government.
Exactly.
We'll take a little break. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to have fun with Joe in a little while. You're listening to The Source, WOCA. We've got more tickets to the theater?
Yes, we do.
All right, we'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. House Republicans still trying to find a new Speaker of the House. Paul Ryan of Wisconsin repeating today that he doesn't want the job despite the urging of fellow congressmen.
I would fully support him.
New York Republican Peter King on Fox Business Network's Sunday Futures joining in praise with Freedom Caucus Chairman, Ohio Republican Jim Jordan.
Paul Ryan is a good man. He's a great communicator.
House GOP leader Kevin McCarthy dropped his bid to succeed John Boehner after failing to secure support from conservative colleagues.
Fox Radio's Jared Halpern. They're trying to cope. Families of the 33 aboard the cargo ship that sank in Hurricane Joaquin. Mary Shivery of Brockton, Massachusetts, mother of crew member Marriott Wright.
You loved the sea. You said you were married to the sea. And the sea took a bride.
The ship was last heard from October 1st near the Bahamas. One body found. The Coast Guard no longer searching for survivors. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Meet Vince. Vince hurt himself mountain biking on Saturday.
Because weekend warrior.
Because noob.
Hey.
Vince is supposed to host an important presentation, but he's not going anywhere in that cast. What should he do?
Rhetorical question.
Vince should try GoToMeeting, the simple way to host meetings online, complete with video conferencing and screen sharing. Send out a meeting link and anyone can join from any computer, tablet, or smartphone. Just takes a click.
Where do I sign up?
Visit GoToMeeting.com to start your free 30-day trial. That's GoToMeeting.com.
Meet Lawrence. He's making serious money on his own schedule driving with Uber.
With Uber, you can write your own paycheck. If you want to go out and make $20 a day, you can. If you want to go out and make $500 a day, it's up to you. You sign up and you start earning money right away. Right away, like the next day. Turn it off when you want to make money, you turn it off when you don't. It's just that simple. What are you waiting for?
Thanks, Lawrence. To start making great money with your car, sign up to drive today at drivewithuber.com. That's drivewithuber.com.
On this episode of What Not to Do, brought to you by
Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it.
I thought I told you to call Mike Scott Plumbing to get this leak fixed.
I did call the plumbers. They were just here.
Let me get this straight. You're telling me Mike Scott Plumbing was just here?
Well, not exactly.
Well, then who exactly was here?
You know, the other plumbers. They were having a sale.
Is that why there's duct tape on my toilet?
Wait, I don't see any, that duct tape. Well, at least it matches the grout color.
There's a reason we only call Mike Scott Plumbing. They're on time, every time. They don't charge extra for nights, weekends, or holidays. And most importantly, and I need you to pay attention on this part, they actually fix it.
Okay, so you want me to try to fix it?
Yes, I do. By calling Mike Scott Plumbing, like you should have done in the first place.
Yes, dear. What's the number again?
You really should know this by heart. 866-314-4443.
Got it. 866-314-4443.
On next week's episode of What Not to Do.
Seriously? A helicopter?
27 minutes before 12 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. You know what they say is selling all the drones.
Yes,
people
they
buying
are.
drones. I wonder if they have any drones at Jerry's Pawn and Gun.
Yeah, I wonder. That would be cool.
What would I do with a drone? I just fly it around.
You'd fly it around.
I would love to have a drone with a camera on it, taking pictures.
You'd fly it around outside the window while you're on the air.
Just wouldn't want somebody to shoot it down.
Yeah. Well, we could get that from Jerry's too.
Yeah, that's right. You can get a gun, shoot down a drone.
That's right.
Exactly.
Hey, this is Ruben from Jerry's Pawn and Gun. Hey, Ruben.
Good morning, guys. How are we doing out there today?
Good. You don't have any drones, do you?
No, we don't have any drones today, but I tell you what we do have. We have got the deals at Jerry's Pawn and Gun. We had to open the doors this morning because the deals kept trying to throw themselves outside. You got to come by and check them out. Amanda, our new salesperson, is here. She's a little bashful. We're going to get her on the radio in the next few days.
Okay.
Say hello to everyone out there. Come in and say hello to her. She'll take care of you. Brandon's here. Guy just walked by me. He said, come see him. I'll make you some jewelry to just make your heart melt. Come by and see us, guys.
Melt your heart. Melt your heart.
Yes.
And so if a drone is spying on me, can I shoot it down? Am I allowed to do that?
I would recommend against that. I'm not real fluent on the laws and regulations, but I wouldn't. I'm just saying, me personally, I would just leave it alone.
Just saying.
So, yeah, I'm not going to get into that.
You have a special event coming up, right? A week-long something?
Yes, we do. The 19th through the 24th. We have a store-wide sale coming. We're going to have great deals. The smiles are going to be flowing. We're going to have the drink machine will be full. Coffee will be fresh. Come on by and see us. We're going to have the tools going, the guitars, all the instruments for on sale, guns, ammunition. We've got some really nice paintings here in the store. Anything. Come on by and see us at Jerry's Pawn and Gun. We'll take care of it.
I didn't know you had paintings. Wow.
Oh, yes, we actually have some really nice limited edition art, wildlife art, and whatnot that are some really nice pieces. And actually, when you look at it, it looks like you're looking through the picture. Really nice 3D look to it.
Oh, wow. I have to come and see what that is. Is that something new?
Nice.
I don't remember seeing them.
It's something that we just had come out that we acquired. Very nice. We've got them reasonably priced. Always here at Jerry's Pawn and Gun, low prices. You need to come by and see them. We'll make you a great deal on them. Decorate the house, hunt and camp, anything. Just make everybody have a good time. We need to see you. We need your stuff. We need to sell you some stuff.
Do you have any, like, skeletons?
Yeah, for Halloween.
Skeletons? No, we actually do have a few skull mounts and things like that, but not any complete skeletons. It's a little early for that. Halloween's around the corner. We'll see if we can't get one in here for you.
Well, you have gun safes, too, and people need some of those.
We actually do. We have some new gun safes and used gun safes, all of them in excellent condition, very reasonably priced. Our new ones are below retail. We can get them delivered for you as well. They're very nice Browning. We have a Cannon. We have a Bulldog brand. Need to come by, check them out. We need to move them. We'll make an excellent deal for you. And need to, come by Jerry's Pawn and Gun. Have a good time.
Go see Ruben, and he'll take care of you. And, of course, the other people over there at Jerry's Pawn and Gun. Everybody's always so nice to us over there. Ruben, give us the phone number, the address, and the website, please.
All right. Our phone number here at Jerry's Pawn and Gun is 352-622-3780. And we are located at 404 Northwest 8th Street here in Ocala, of course. And our website is www.jerrysonline.com.
All right. I should have said give us the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria, because today is Columbus Day.
It actually is Columbus Day. I tell you what, come by, celebrate Columbus Day at Jerry's Pawn and Gun. And if you come in and say that you heard this ad and you heard us say that, and you walk in and say Happy Columbus Day, we'll make you a special deal on something in the store of your choice.
All right. All right. There you go. Go see Ruben.
Yes, how about that?
And Jerry and Brianna and Kevin and everybody else over there.
And the new salesperson.
And
yes,
Amanda, right?
Please come in. Ask to talk to Amanda, tell her you heard about it on the radio, and we're going to get her on in the next few days. Brianna and I are working on that.
It's kind of like the way they corralled you, right?
Yeah, we actually have told her about it. We're not just say, here, talk to these people.
See, women are treated differently.
But we are all having a great time today. If you've got some merchandise that you're tired of looking at or need some help on, the holidays are coming, guys. Bring it by. Let us take a look at it. As long as you own it, it's nice and clean. We'll do our best to help you out on it. And vice versa. We have some nice tools, firearms, T-shirts, Costas, our Indian River canoes, rubber boots, anything for hunting and whatnot or having a good time in the outdoors. Come by and see us at Jerry's Pawn and Gun. 49 years will take care of you.
Excellent. Thank you, Ruben. Thank you for all you do. We'll take a little break and be right back.
On this episode of What Not to Do, brought to you by
Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it.
I thought I told you to call Mike Scott Plumbing to get this leak fixed.
I did call the plumbers. They were just here.
Let me get this straight. You're telling me Mike Scott Plumbing was just here?
Well, not exactly.
Well, then who exactly was here?
The other plumbers. They were having a sale.
Is that why there's duct tape on my toilet?
Wait, I don't see any that duct tape. Well, at least it matches the grout color.
There's a reason we only call Mike Scott Plumbing. They're on time every time. They don't charge extra for nights, weekends, or holidays. And most importantly, and I need you to pay attention on this part, they actually fix it.
Okay, so you want me to try to fix it?
Yes, I do. By calling Mike Scott Plumbing, like you should have done in the first place.
Yes, dear. What's the number again?
You really should know this by heart.